I am a self-sufficient RuneScape player. One of, if not the first, to have created a self-sufficiency goals and achievements thread. My goals, alongside with playing self-sufficiently, are to maximize profit from all 99s or 120s and to obtain all the best gear. I am Metomaniac9 and this is my progress series. Hey dear viewer, I'm glad to see you have returned for a sparkling new episode. And I actually have quite a lot of clips to show you guys. More than 30 actually. So if I were to take 1 minute average per clip, then you know that it's going to be a very long episode. So because of that, let's keep the intro short and let's get right into the content. And as is tradition in the last couple of episodes, I'm starting with an elite clue from our friend the Skeletal Horror. The loot value is 246k. That's a decent starter. I also get 100k and you know what that means, guys. It means that I missed a blood die. Well, according to Mon Harrison at least. But I gotta say that 100k is still a lot better than most of the crap I get from clues anyway. So it's not a disaster that I get this. Even though, yeah, missing the big one. Are blood dice still worth over max cash, by the way? Anyway, whatever. I also got some Royal Dragon Hides. And considering I haven't killed the Queen Black Dragon in over 2 months, I am very happy with this. It definitely aids me towards 99 crafting. I also got some nice prayer pots, always cool. And to go back to the theme of last episode, you nuts. And no guys, don't get me wrong, I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about the tree. So I did not call you nuts, but you nuts, you know? Yeah. Let's just move on, cause I could do this all day. Maybe I should do this all day. How would you guys feel about a 24-hour video? Yeah guys, 24 hours of saying you nuts, no, you nuts, no, you nuts, no, you nuts. Yeah, that's not going to happen. So that's why I already moved on to the next clip. This clip features an elite clue that obviously comes from the aquarium and takes me to the city of the dwarves. And would you look at that, I guess the reward scaled accordingly. Just 98k. About the rewards, there's actually not much to say about it, not a single item stands out. It's really sad, you know. I mean, 2 weeks ago I still saw the Desolation of Smaug. In that movie there's a dwarven kingdom filled with gold. Gold heaps as far as the eye can see. And now I'm here in RuneScape, and also a kingdom of dwarves. But what do I get? Well, junk. Yeah guys, I'm quitting RuneScape. I'm going to play Lord of the Rings online. Well, to be honest, I don't even know if that game still exists. But yeah, it's a joke anyway, cause everyone knows that no one quits RuneScape. Unless if they are banned. Or have deceased. I'll let you guys decide which is worse. Quitting RuneScape. Yeah, this has been one of the reasons why some people have quit in the past couple of years. Microtransactions. And yeah, there's a new treasure hunter promo going on. Again, one that rewards elite skilling outfits. And yeah, they are very useful. Always, all of them. Well, not always, I mean in the skill they represent, of course. I'm just throwing that out there for the nitpickers, by the way. Anyway, my first item that I got is the furnished Gorajan trailblazer head. Jesus fucking Christ, what a long name. How about furnished Gorajan head? Or furnished trailblazer head? Why the two? I can already guess what was going on in the office. One guy had the idea to name it the Gorajan set. Another guy preferred the trailblazer set. Then the first guy said, no, it must be Gorajan head. Then the second guy, again, no, trailblazer set. And then it went on for hours and hours and hours. I mean, where do you think the idea of those goblin generals comes from? You know, wart face and bent nose. You guys know what I'm talking about. Anyway, then the two J-mods that came up with these names got into a fight. And shit got nasty. Things were thrown. Well, I assume one guy got a teacup in his face. And the other guy got a biscuit in his face. That's how I see it at the Jagex office. But yeah, then one of their bosses stopped the fight. Cause you know, they don't want to get the company's name damaged. And so that boss, aka Mod Spoilsport, eventually decided that the set would be named Gorajan Trailblazer. And so I'm fucked for having to say long names. Fuck you, Mod Spoilsport. Guys, I've just noticed that my recordings are above 1 minute average, so let's step it up a notch. Let's just fly past these promotionals. This is Dungeoneering set item number 2, Furnished Gorajan Trailblazer Hands. You know what, fuck that shit, let's just call it Furnished Hands, okay? You guys are smart enough to get it. And so this becomes Abandoned Feet. Abandoned feet. God damn, I wouldn't want to abandon my feet. Imagine the pain. Well, actually, that would be super bad for me. Like, one of my hobbies besides YouTube and RuneScape is actually running. I am actually able to run over 25 kilometers. Not bad, eh, for someone who used to weigh 120 kilos? And used to... well, that's actually not too long ago. Not even 2 years, actually. So yeah, abandoning my feet, that would suck so much. Actually, I can imagine you guys thinking now, well, I wouldn't want to abandon my feet either. I still have to meet the first person who would actually want to part with his feet. I wonder, are there people that are really that crazy that they would want to abandon their feet? I can't fathom such idiocy. But on the other hand, I've heard of a guy who cut his leg off for a welfare check. And you know, other disability advantages. How fucking crazy could you be? Imagine telling this story to a brave American soldier who lost his foot to an IED. Hell, if that soldier would start punching the guy in the face, yeah, I wouldn't stop it. I'd actually cheer. Okay, talking in the last clip got a bit out of hand again. So I'm going to keep this short. And, well, so I got furnished legs. Next, a frozen body. I don't have one of those in my freezer. No, guys. The Jehovah's Witness that came to my door for the 10th fucking time and that now went missing. No, guys, that's not a frozen body. That's in my fridge. I mean, guys, you could come to my house. I don't have a fridge. Oh yeah, and now something completely unrelated. What's the best way to dispose of a fridge? I'm just asking for a friend of mine. Yeah. His name is Alice Price. Yeah. Alice Price. Yeah, that's my friend Alice Price. And she wants to get rid of her broken fridge. Yeah. Oof, that's nice save. Oh shit, my recording is still on. Frozen hands. Yeah, thanks Jagex. Thanks for reminding us that it's almost fucking winter. God damn, guys, I'm sure you've all done it. Drive a bike in fucking December or January. You know, when it's like 0 or around that temperature. Frozen hands guaranteed. Oh, the pain. And even with gloves, you know. Yeah, that's a part of winter that I don't like. So yeah, brace yourself, guys. Yeah, no, I'm not going to say it. The meme has become dank. This is my 7th and final item that I got for the Gorajan Trailblazer set. An abandoned body. I don't know why, but suddenly I have to think about that Jehovah's Witness guy again. With the emphasis on I don't know why. So leave me alone, guys! Anyway, I've only got 7 items, so I can't make the warped set. Well, who would have thunk that I wouldn't have been able to get all the pieces without buying keys? Yeah, you don't even need bad RNG for that. Jagex needs the money too, I guess. How else would they pay for their employees' insurance? I mean, it should be like miles high already from all those fights. Also strange that we haven't seen anyone on the streams with a black eye. Well, a great makeup artist, that costs money too. And that is why we have so many microtransactions. The mystery has been revealed at last. In the last episode, you saw that I made 3 Leviathan rings. Well, they finally sold. And that for 400k. Okay, it's not over 1 million or anything. You know, it's nothing crazy, but 400k, I'm pretty content with that. And I'm also happy that I didn't fuck up. Yeah, I didn't fuck up as bad as last time. You know, with those Death Lotus chest plates. Well, it's obvious because I managed to sell it above medium price. And that's always a good thing, isn't that, dear viewer? Once again, this is an episode that stretches over multiple weeks and, well, this is already the start of week 2. And this clue comes from, yeah, you've guessed it, the skeletal horror. The reward is only 93k, so that's kinda a bummer. Well, not kinda, it's a big bummer. And we've even got a shed item such as firelighters in there. You know, it's actually pretty good that there's no cancer in RuneScape, because I would assume you'd be able to get those from firelighters. Man, judging by the last phrase, it's like I'm talking about cancer as a sort of drop. No guys, imagine if cancer was a rare drop. And that would actually be a world broadcast. Imagine what that would say. It would be like this, right? Emily S. Pro has received a cancer drop. But wait, am I seriously making cancer jokes? Fuck, I feel so bad now, man. I will repent and take it all back with a reroll. Well, 242k. I guess I could say that all is forgiven. I mean, I also got an exclusive, and that 50k looks pretty nice too. Plus that bot helm that alks for 60k. Yeah, this is not bad. And then I haven't even mentioned those potions. So yeah, it all worked out in the end. And you can't always say that about cancer. This is not a joke, by the way. Also, if anyone takes offense to what I previously said, then please remember that I lost my mother to cancer. And that is not a joke either. So, all your complaints are null and void. After that depressing message, let's immediately continue with the next clip, which is of course the elite clue reward from the aquarium. And one could say that this 172k reward is depressing as well. But at least it isn't all junk. And yeah, I'm looking at those royal dragon hides. I gotta get them from somewhere, I guess. Okay, now I gotta give you guys a small disclaimer. If you do not like dick jokes, then please skip ahead 2 minutes. Yeah, I'm sorry guys, but in the next clip, penis puns are compulsory. And you'll see why. As a man, I know that getting wood is a daily event in real life. But in RuneScape, it's a daily challenge. And that's pretty much what I'm doing here right now. Actually guys, in real life, sometimes getting wood can be a challenge as well. But only when you're like 70 or something, or 80. You know, when stuff doesn't work that good anymore. And if you guys were to wonder, yes, everything's still functioning perfectly with me. Well, I'm not exactly sure if you guys appreciate me telling you this, considering, well, 95% of people viewing this channel are male. And that's pretty much the demographic of RuneScape as well, I guess. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, I was getting some woods. When all of a sudden I got woody, and things turned into hardwood. And you may ask me, MM9, how hard was that wood? Well, dear viewer, the wood was harder than the wood Natalie Portman make it could. If that's the correct sentence. I just wanted to end it on could. And yeah, Natalie Portman, she's lit as fuck. Sometimes I see her on a public advertising poster, and then yeah, the wood appears. And if those drop broadcasts would exist in real life, that is how it would happen. I kind of wonder how it would work with girls. You know, ladies, feel free to send me pictures. MetalManiac9 on Twitter. Sent them all. Did I just really ask for girls to send me picture even though 95% of my viewers are male? Yeah, I'm on a roll again. I'm doing an elite clue again, and don't worry guys, it's not the start of a brand new week. This one did not come from the skeletal horror. I actually got it thanks to the Dwarven Instinct aura. So it's great to get one from there again. And its reward is 215k. Well, it's good that it's above 200k, but there are those worthless arrows again. I still haven't found a good way to use them yet. I'm still waiting for your ideas. Credit will be given to whoever provides me with a good suggestion. And you know that I keep my word when it comes to that. Just ask Guns. It has been over 9 months since I did anything for a GNA video or an update video or whatever I want to call it. And yeah, I even had to check to be sure. My last recording dates back to 4th of November of 2016. It's undescribable how long it has been. So let's see if I still got it. Or rather, let's see if I can make sense of all the videos I've recorded. In this clip, dating back to October, yeah, fucking October, I've sold 3 Revoker capes for 585k. I don't even know if that's good anymore. I've been out of the loop for way too long. I'm so glad that after I record a video, I have the tendency to write down what happened. That way it aids my commentary. And because this is dating back 10 months again, it's really handy. So now I can tell you that this clue is from a skeletal horror. And in my notes, this video dates back from the time where Celtic Knots were just updated. I noted down that I really like this update. And it's been quite a long time since I've completed one, but looking back to it, yeah, I do really enjoy it. I guess I enjoyed the puzzle more than I did the rewards, like only 108k, but that's what the reroll button is for. And that exactly doubles the rewards and gives me an ancient plate buddy. That must have happened because I complimented the updates. I guess Jagex likes compliments. Let's see. Matimbo is the greatest balancer the world has ever seen. That is my opinion. And I would like to get the Hazemir Signet ring as drop, or whatever it's called. On to the next elite clue, and that's from the aquarium. And this one gives me 277k. Well, they keep going up. And some valuable stuff in there, so that's always cool. My G is maxed again, and that means RuneCrafting. Or should I say, an additional 103.5k RuneCrafting XP. Which brings me to level 93 RC. And that in turn means an entire level without crafting a single rune. That feels so un-me too. That almost feels as if I've gotten that entire level from a lamp. Or lamps or stars or whatever the fuck they give nowadays. But you get my point. Well, I can't say that I didn't get any money from that level. I mean, I basically did an entire level from making things with chi, I think. I can't remember getting our CXP from another source. So there you have it, guys. I did an entire level with player-owned ports and no lamps from Meg. That in itself is pretty nice. The whole shebang is worth 6.5 mil, so that's cool too. I actually wonder if I still have that in my bank. Again, I'm recording this in August, and this footage dates back to October. Well, mystery solved. I do not have them in my bank anymore. I actually sold them in the very next clip. As you see, when I'm recording these things, I don't really look ahead. Even if I lived these moments before. But I'm pretty happy I sold them already, cause I have the feeling they already crashed a bit. Which would actually make sense. And it appeared that I did a pretty good deal there. When I checked the price in the price check window, it said 6.5 mil. And I sold them for a mil more. So yeah, that's fantastic. And apparently in the last episode I sold a Death Lotus chests, or Death Lotus chests as I should say, with a great loss. I can't really remember that occasion very well, and maybe it's for the better. Anyway, let's move on. This episode is pets galore. Just look at that. Just look at that. I got Willow, my second pets of the episode. My second skilling pet in total, I believe. What bosses refuse to get me, I get from skilling. That is saying something, I believe. Maybe Jagex is telling me that I should focus on my skilling. And yeah, they could be right. But it's cool to get the Willow pet. But honestly, I would have preferred to get Allison Hannigan. She's my favorite Willow. Oh yeah. It also turns out that I got this Divination pet within the 300k Divination XP. I guess you could consider that lucky. Just look at Willow chasing me, ain't she pretty? And the clue I'm doing right now comes from the Skeletal Horror, which rewards me with 138k. Not that great if it wasn't for those prayer pots. As tradition, the aquarium clue always follows on the skeletal clue one, and this time isn't any different. Nor is the reward different. 154k. Unfortunately, I get that reroll. And what a reroll it was! By Willow's Bowls! An Armadillo page 3, that's awesome. Nearly tenfolding my reward price too. Fan-fucking-tastic. Do I need to explain to you guys to what time these footages date back to? If you want me to explain, leave that in the comments. You know what, if this video gets 100 likes, I'm going to make an additional video about this topic. So I'll make a 10-minute video explaining to what time this event dates back to. So if you want to see that, let me know. So what we see in this video is a grinder in the middle of the room. And this is, I believe, the first room of the event. So basically, it set the tone for the entire event and for the game. Apparently also for a city that comes in the future. Well, that is already out now. I mean, it's already August, as I said, like, probably 5 times already. But yeah, guys, welcome to RuneScape. But the thing in RuneScape, what makes grinding bearable is the examine text. And that is apparent here as well. When examining the, what I believe is a foot tub, or leg tub, whatever I have to call it. Alright, it's a leg bin. It says, I'm going to go on a limb here and assume something odd is afoot. That's pretty good. As I said, Jagex examine things are top notch. I'd really like to go on an exam in the Jagex HQ. I want to see the questions there. About these rooms, they do look pretty cool, I gotta say that. And just look at that bike. You know what, guys, fuck horses on RuneScape. Who the fuck needs them if you got bikes like that? Actually, if I think back on that, I'd prefer to ride a horse. Then again, you don't need to feed a bike. Yeah, long live the bike! It is kinda weird though. People keep suggesting mounts on RuneScape like horses, as I suggested earlier or mentioned earlier. But no one has suggested bikes yet. And I mean, there are already bikes, as you can see right here. How about if you drive at a bike, you go double the run speed? That would work. Also, this part of the event is pretty grindy too. Well, why am I still mentioning this? It's all grindy. If I ever start a grindcore band, I'll probably name it RuneScape. Also, I wish to add something to the bike parts. It made me feel like Eddie Merckx. He is said to be the greatest cyclist ever, and he is Belgian. How much could I relate? Well, he is a fan of the wrong football team. But hey, I'm giving this man a break. Even the best can be perfect, as you can see. This part of the Halloween event is called Divine Entanglement. And here there are 4 types of divine energy. There's good energy, there's evil energy, there's lawful energy, and there's chaotic energy. And I believe they all resemble other gods. So I'm taking a wild guess here, and it's all about the gods that are associated. Well, it's the four gods that are associated with the main God Wars dungeon, I believe. So that means Bandos, Saradomin, Armadillo, and Zamorak. Chaos, that belongs to Zamorak. Lawful, Armadillo. Good, I believe, Saradomin, which is kind of weird, since he's done pretty brutal stuff, like rip wings from Icines, or whatever you pronounce it, or however you pronounce it, I mean. And there's also evil energy, which I believe belongs to Bandos. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, we get the 4 energy from different gods because in this realm, Guthix is asleep. And that's a nice way to rub it in that we killed him. From my notes, it also turned out that this activity wasn't very engaging. I'm just dropping that there. Not that anyone's going to play it ever again, unless they start recycling events, which I see happen kinda. From my notes, apparently the cave goblins are gone as well. They've gone extinct, and I believe they have been wiped out by Bandos, but that is what I assume apparently. Yeah, I'm just reading my notes here, but I find it very interesting still. And it's another room that looks pretty good. Also apparently fun things to examine. Oh yeah, when I say apparently, that's when I'm reading my notes. And I was almost going to say that this event was recycled from the previous Christmas event, but the previous Christmas event that happened after the Halloween event. So the Christmas event that was recycled from was a Christmas event of 2015. And now I realize that time is going pretty fast. Oh yeah, fuck the crafting XP here. I may have done jack shit for this skill in the past 10 months, but I still don't want to max it. Yeah, that's the determination that I have. And it's boss time. With the returning of voiceovers, apparently. So what I get from watching this fight is that the god construct is basically a combination of all the 4 gods that I mentioned previously. I really like it when shit gets mixed together, you know, thrown into a blender and become a sort of god smoothie. Well, I've seen iPhones and Androids and all other things getting thrown into a blender once, so don't do that. If you throw an Android and an iPhone in a blender, an Android won't come out, so don't do that. And if you do, at least have the decency to record it and send it to me. You know, @MetalMania9 on Twitter. Shameful self-advertisement. Wait, I can do whatever the fuck I want. This is my channel. With that said, selling Bando's fidget spinners, 5 bill. In the last clip I forgot to talk about what happened during the fight, and maybe it's because I'm avoiding it. It's not my greatest moment, as I died. Yep, I died to the boss. And guess what? This is try number 2, and I'm dead again. Ripperino and pepperoni. Oh yeah, the son of a bitch is dead now. I'm the world guardian, bitch. Yeah, 3 was the charm apparently. But I gotta say, this was an amazing boss. This could be like a skiller type of boss. You know, one where combat isn't required and you just run around doing shit. Yeah, excuse my profanity. I'm just a bit excited to be recording again. Summary of this event. It wasn't super in depth at all. There were no puzzles. It was just grinds. Remember the grindcore shit. But the good part is it wasn't as grindy as the Halloween event of 2015. How awesome the artwork was back then. It did not make up for the lack of content, for the constant grind. The grind fist called Halloween. I'm starting to get the logic now. We all hate the grinding part, and it's Halloween basically, so we gotta get us exposed to things that we don't like. How else are we gonna get scared? So yeah, I see what you did there, Jagex. Very smart. Oh, and one of the rewards is the ability to repeat the event. Well, to repeat the activities of the event. And that's probably the worst reward in a quest. Well, in a quest-like interface. Or to follow with something I've already said in this episode, a worse reward that you could face on such an interface is like, congratulations, you have completed your quest. Your reward is cancer. Guys, this is the last clip of an episode that is 10 or 11 or maybe 9 or, you know, I lost count, months in the making. So I'll make it count with the last clip of the Halloween event. Let's get this over with quickly, cause we don't want to remember that one. Well, I basically already forgot until today. I'll be having nightmares tonight. So in this episode I found all the 8 legs, or well, the last of the 8 legs, and that means that I'll go see the reward shop. One of the rewards is a helmet that could pleasure the ladies. Although I think some ladies are more pleased with the blue party hat, if you know what I mean. For example, if the wife or ex-wife of Roman Abramovich would be playing RuneScape, then she would be more interested in a person with a blue party hat than in a person with a pleasure hat. But yeah, the hat, the strap-on hat, as I could call it, yep, that won't be attached to my head. I'll never use it. I have the other pleasure hat. that cost me an arm and a leg. So, what else is there? Oh yeah, there's a title, and that's pretty nice. The math professor. I would have preferred the math scientist, but math professor is cool too, because I am mad but not a professor, and well, who wouldn't want to be called a professor? But yeah, I'll obviously never use it. I prefer the puzzle hunter way too much. I've done way too much clues to not use that. It's kinda rare too, you know. And apparently there's a spider pet too, if the Araxites weren't enough. Or for God's sakes, Eek! Don't forget about Eek! Eek's like massively cute. In fact, I gotta say that I kind of forgot about Dr. Spider MD already. It shows how much I care about him. It shows how important he is in RuneScape. It can go back to a house, where it belongs. Oh wait, you need 500 additional grey matter to buy Dr. Spider MD. That's why I can't remember it. I've never bought it. Fuck that grind. Like seriously, the 8 legs were hard enough already. Give us that pet. Give us that pet that no one will ever use anyway. Ah well, Jagex works in mysterious ways. But I guess I could see why people would buy that one. It can sorta resemble the Araxites. In that sense, it's the unlucky man's spider. And yeah, I know the feeling. 1,100 or 1,400 Araxite kills, I don't even know anymore. All I know is that it took me a shitload of kills to get my entire set, and I didn't even get a single pet. It's disgusting, and fuck that shit. It's also been like 10 months. I can't really remember the last time I did Araxi, but I probably already forgot how to do her. That's what she said, am I right? Hell, I can't even do EOC anymore. By God, I've tried. So many things have changed, but I'm going on a tangent here, and I'm going to quit it. This video has gone on long enough, and I still need to edit it, and I barely have any time. Oh yeah, I was going to stop on that tangent, so bye. Well, I can't let you guys go without an outro. And why exactly did I decide to finish this video on this time? After so many months? Well, first of all, I already planned to finish this one day. I've recorded so many things. I've spent so much time on this video already that I should just finish it. And besides, something very important has come up. Around 10 years ago, I created my goals and achievement thread. On August 15th of 2007 to be exact. That's when I created it. And it's something that has been a very important part of my life. Thanks to it, I've been able to reach a lot of people, inspire a lot of people. Even Bodhi used one of my training methods, and even mentioned that in a video. And of course, there's that recognition that I got from Will Missit, who added me to a video where he talked about the 10 people who changed RuneScape, and I was one of them, and that was such an honor to me. I still think it's so amazing. And also 1.4 million views on a thread on a forum, that's also crazy. It's a thread that's about me. Also the awards of one. Best thread of the month for 12 times? I mean, that's like 6 years. That's especially a lot if you consider that you can only win it once every 6 months. That means in the shortest time periods that you could win it, it's 6 years. But I gotta say, that's not the biggest thing I'm thankful for my thread. That's not the biggest thing that my thread did for me. I believe the #1 thing that my thread has done for me is keep me alive. Is keep me on this earth. This has gone deep, I know. And after my last video you should expect this, maybe. But if I can give you a message, if you're going through a dark time or a difficult period, cling on to that one thing you love, cling on to that passion. If need be, drop other things, but cling on to that passion. It'll help you survive. And after saying that, I'm going to end this episode. Thanks for watching, guys. What'll happen in the future? Well, I plan to make at least one more video, or at least 2 more videos. One will be a video I'll be uploading very shortly, probably within the next coming days. And another video will be about, what RuneScape has actually meant to me and go into details about what I've been through in my past. Maybe some of you will relate to it. If at least one person will say, yeah, I recognize this, and will be able to get help, then my goal will be successful. But with this, I leave you guys. Thanks for all the support you've given me. You have no idea what it meant to me. See you in the next video. Soon. I promise.